Oh, here's a really good idea. This is from a Texas rep floating the idea out there that he had about, hey, what about black people paying no taxes?
I think isn't this the, and you said he, I believe.
Is it a
that
she?
He identifies as a she. I think this is the Dallas rep, right?
Oh, maybe.
I haven't seen this clip, but on its surface, you would think that I would be pro anything that reduces taxes, but not unless it's across the board.
All right.
Just this past week, I saw,
You're right.
I don't remember which celebrity, but it was actually a celebrity, and I was like, I don't know that that's not necessarily a bad idea, but I'd have to think through it a lot. One of the things that they propose is black folk not have to pay taxes for a certain amount of time, because then again, that puts money back in your pocket. But at the same time, it may not be as objectionable to some people about actually giving out dollars. But obviously, then you start dealing with the different tax brackets and things like that, and that's one of the reasons
that is awesome.
that we argue the reparations make sense, because so many black folk, not only do you owe for the labor that was stolen and killed and all the other things, right? But the fact is, like, we end up being so far behind, right? And so it's like, how do you bring forth people? Exactly.
Incredible.
And so it's like, if you do the no tax thing, for people
gosh.
that are already say struggling and aren't really paying taxes in the first place, it doesn't really exactly.
They may want those checks like they got during COVID.
Exactly.
Right.
Is there something that I could break?
Really good discussion there.
I'm not sure what show that was.
Really brilliant.
But
Jasmine Crockett, by the way.
Yeah, from Dallas. But I don't know who the host was. But we said earlier how, as a guest, you don't need to say, "Hey, thanks for having me on." Don't backtrack. Just answer the question you were asked when you're on the show. Another helpful tip would be to, when you speak, bring the microphone to you. I mean, I'm a big fan of leaving microphones on. That's clear at all times. But when you're speaking, just bring the microphone to you.
Okay.
And then bring it back and forth.
Do you understand what she's saying? She is saying that reparations not good enough.
Correct.
For someone who wasn't even a slave, right? That's not good enough. We don't want to pay taxes on that. I mean... it hurts. It hurts to exist in a country with people this.
And obviously, as she said, when you don't pay taxes, that brings more money into your pocket.
Yeah.
Weird.
Don't just give me money. It better be tax free.
I don't think she's saying that. She's saying they don't want to pay taxes.
Period.
Yeah, it's not the taxes on the reparations.
Okay.
She's talking about blacks not being taxed.
Well,
I mean, obviously, if they get the reparations, they're not paying taxes on it, because they're not paying taxes on anything. That's their plan.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, listen to
outrageous.
us.
I mean,
we're trying to bring logic into a discussion with someone this stupid.
Just impossible. Speaking of which, we've got AOC on Colbert, talking to Colbert.
Which one's more dumb?
I don't know,
wow.
but they both are
That's a tough one.
agonizing.
Oh, no.
But here's that discussion.
Republican Congressman Mike Turner and Michael McCall said that Russian propaganda has infected the Republican Party's base, and the Republicans in Congress were repeating Russian propaganda on the House floor. Can I get a witness? Have you seen this? And what do you make of that kind of self-accusation?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you turn on any House oversight hearing in the last year, you will see Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert and all these folks engaged in wildly propagandistic rhetoric. And I mean, even let's just rewind a second. We just went through an impeachment attempt on the president of the United States that was started with a source that Republicans used that was in communication with Russian intelligence. So you have not just the bottom bench here. You have the chairman of the House Oversight Committee, Representative Comer, take quote unquote evidence and account from someone who was working with the Russian intelligence and tried to impeach and remove the president of the United States over it. This is serious.
How did they not know that, or did they know that this was connected to the Russians? Or did they not figure that out because they hadn't translated from the Cyrillic?
That, I think, is a very excellent question for Chairman Comer.
The other night.
Yeah.
Because
He won't come on.
Not 4 years ago? Not 4 years ago.
It is a good question because when they hauled us all into the skiff, which is
they're still pushing
a confidential
They're still
space
pushing
to look
Russian
at this,
collusion.
we're looking at this document and it's like, is this for real right now?
That's what we're wondering.
Yeah.
Puddin'.
They proceeded.
Are you
and
for
so
real?
What they
Incredible.
felt was in good faith or bad faith, I don't know. But
okay, I can't take it anymore.
I know.
And what they tried to impeach Trump over, like the phone call to
Oh yeah, the Ukrainian guy.
yeah. And then I don't know, what was the second one? Was it the election denying? What was the second impeachment
It was
over?
J6.
Yeah, it was January 6th.
It was.
Okay, because he said, be peaceful. You know, when you go, if you go, be peaceful. Don't get carried away. And that was an insurrection.
Wow, you read between the lines.
My gosh, that's unbelievable.
Sounds like a dog whistle to me.
Right?
Unbelievable. Wow. You talk about stupid people in Congress. That's why it's so hard to choose just one. Sheila Jackson Lee, AOC. Who could it be? Any number.
Yeah, there's a few that are candidates, no kidding.
Yeah, no question. Then we've got KJP, another rhyming.
She's not in Congress, but
No,
she's on her own candidates list. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. She was asked if she's concerned with Dearborn becoming a hotbed for homegrown threats. You know, as they're doing the Death to America chant in Dearborn, Michigan.
Is the president at all concerned that Dearborn is facing a risk of becoming a hotbed of any sort of homegrown threats?
I don't have any intelligence to share with you on
readout?
that. Obviously,
How about a
that's
readout?
something that we're
Certainly don't
always
have
very
any intelligence, that's for sure.
I don't have any national intelligence to
Got
share
that
with
right.
you.
Okay, she doesn't have any intelligence.
Hold on. Did she
course
say?
not.
Play that again. Did she say it is real quick, just like that? Like, play it again.
Is the president at all concerned that Dearborn is facing a risk of becoming a hotbed of any sort of homegrown threats?
I don't have any intelligence to
Yes.
share
Okay.
with
We
you
need to
on
isolate
that.
that.
Obviously, that's
That's
We're
something
all
gonna
you
we're
need.
gonna need that.
Yeah.
Yep. We're gonna need that.
And
I don't have any.
You don't have any intelligence. You
Full
got
stop.
that part right.
Full stop.
Stop. You got it right.
Wow.
First thing she's told the truth about, right there. We finally got to her making a true statement.
We did.
It only took, 2 years? How long has she been secretary? Of
Too
press
long.
secretary. Yeah, way, way, way too long.